You guys are gonna ever so lovingly want to remove my britches, pull them down to the ankles, and then beat my ass with a cat and nine tails when you hear this, because today we're doing a song from Overkill. And we're here on the first listens. We're doing this for Adra. We're doing a song called 80 Cycles. And it's from the Necroshine record. Is that what it was called? I know the song Necroshine, but there's a lot of stuff. Yes, 1999's Necroshine. There's a lot. Overkill is one of my all-time favorite thrash bands. I mean, I put them pretty much ahead of it. Everything that I've ever heard from Overkill, I absolutely love. I was with them for the first 4 or 5 records. And then as the 90s and the 2000s came in, I was more into death metal and you know, you branch out more. So there is some Overkill stuff that I have not heard here, and Adra has hit the nail on the head with this. So we're doing the song 80 Cycles today, a song that I have not heard from the band. So let's learn about Overkill, because you can never not learn enough about Overkill. And then we're going to listen to the song 80 Cycles for Adra. Sound good? Let's do it. Overkill, 249,885 monthly listeners to the Spotify account, top 5 jams, and they're all coming from bangers. Elimination is in the #1 slot. Elimination, 9.2 million plays. Then you got Mean Green Killing Machine, and that's got 7.2 million plays. Frankenstein, that's of course the who was that? Doop boop boop. It's a cover, and that was the albino fella, Winters, Jonathan Winters, and that's 1.2 million plays. Then you got Necroshine, and the song 80 Cycles comes from Necroshine, that record there, 530,000 plays. And Coma, and that's got 2.1 million plays. I love Shred. I love a lot of these records, The Grinding Wheel and Wings of War and all that. So let's get into those albums, since we're jibber jabbering on about them, and see what these guys have put out. There's a lot in the 2000-ish era that I didn't know about. Feel the Fire, 1985. Then when I came on to them, Headbangers Ball. In union we stand as they blaze across the land. 1987's Taking Over. Under the Influence, I love that record. 1988. The Years of Decay, 1989, great record. Horoscope, great record. 1991. I Hear Black. That's when I bought that record, 1993, and then I kind of vanished, and I don't know where I went. WFO, 1994. Wrecking Your Neck, 1995. Fuck You and Then Some, 2009. The Killing Kind. You got From the Underground and Beyond. Necroshine, this record here where 80 Cycles comes from, 1999. Overkill, I'm assuming that's a cover album, right? Bloodletting, 2000. Wrecking Everything, live. I'd be interested in listening to that. I didn't know that was around. Killbox 13, that's a record I'm not familiar with. Relly, XIV, 2005. Immortalis, Ironbound, Immortalis live at Wacken. The Electric Age is where I start to pick up steam again in 2013. Then you got White Devil Armory. You got The Grinding Wheel, which I really enjoyed. Live in Overhausen, Germany. They got a great live concert. I believe you can watch the whole thing on YouTube live. Overkill live from Overhausen. And The Wings of War, 2019. So they're working on new stuff, methinksies, because that's a band that's going to stick around. They're going to stay around, and they're going to be around. And I welcome that. Now we're going to look into them related artists. Who might they have been on tour with, played shows with? They've been around 30 years. But it's going to have all the greats, right? Exodus, Testament, Whiplash, Violence, Annihilator, Canadian thrash and Bay Area, West Coast thrash, right? Hyrax. Then you got some Arizona, Sacred Reich, Toxic, Death Angel, Dark Angel, Tankard, and Forbidden. What a cavalcade of delicious stuff. Let's get into that bio really quick, and then we're going to listen to the song 80 Cycles. And you got the dudes. You got old Bobby Blitz, and there's Verni back there, and the rest of the fellas, and they're in that trademark green, and they're in some kind of maybe under a bridge or something, and they're saying, Shane, if you want to rock, well, you're a kick-ass dude, so you can come hang out with us anytime. Get over here so we can kick you in the nuts. An integral part of the early 80s thrash metal movement that spawned acts like Metallica and Anthrax, New Jersey's Overkill garnered a reputation for brutal pounding speed and technique. Emerging in 1985 with the punishing Feel the Fire, the band built up a strong following in the metal underground with subsequent outings like Under the Influence and Years of Decay. Despite enduring a myriad label and lineup changes, bassist D.D. Verni and lead vocalist Bobby Blitz Ellsworth have been the group's sole constant members. And they have to be, because Bobby's voice is original. And you can't, there's no way you can put out an Overkill record that doesn't have Bobby Blitz on it. Period. Period. Okay? So for our friend Adra, we're going down to the Necroshine record, and we're going to find 80 Cycles, a song which I have not heard. I've heard the song Necroshine, probably a few of these on here I know, but 80 Cycles I do not, so it is that time. Adra, This Is the Titty takes us into the world of 80 Cycles and Overkill. We'll do that for you right here, right now, and everyone else. Are you an Overkill fan? Let's do it. Here we go. Ooh! D.D. Verni, major songwriter for all the music. Definitely the bass sounds different than it usually does. Never heard this. Yeah.
I don't care, it's about just who you blow. I don't have all the answers. I just wanna know how low can you go?
How low can you go? It's a limbo. Yeah, this is not the what I would think of an Overkill song. Yeah, the bass tone doesn't have that same signature sound that it does. D.D. Verni's got a bass sound. And I know it's on the newer records and the old ones. This might be the experimental years. Gonna start spitting it, speeding it up, right? What's that? Hear that? Ah! Wow. How low can you go? Oh, it's still gonna go. Okay. They're going low now to show you how low can you go. Bring it in, Harry. Keep on rocking, Overkill. Bringing it out. That was a very interesting song. I don't know where I put that. This is 1999, and I feel like a lot of the thrash bands and stuff like that, the 90s, they had one hell of a time. What was that one record when I always kind of equate it to Days of the New. They came out, and then Exodus put that record out where they were doing boom chicka down gong gong chicka down. There was just a weirdness that happened. You got to stick to them thrash roots. So that's a very interesting song for me. It wasn't bad, but it was nothing like I know my Overkill to be. He's a wordsmith. He's great with his lyrics and the vocals. There was Dee Verni has this particular bass sound. Overkill has a sound, and the minute you hear it, you go, "That's Overkill, baby." That was missing on this for some reason. I don't know if it's missing on the whole record or that whole kind of area. Maybe they were trying to change things up a little bit, but whatever they're doing now, it seems like they went back to the original kind of beginnings of the band, that sound and everything else. But what say you? You could say, Shane, horse shit. You don't know a damn thing about them. You're going on and on about how Overkill's your favorite band. You didn't even know this song. You didn't even know this album. What are you? You're false metal, bro. I've had that a couple times. You're false metal, bro. But, you can't hear everything. And then there's so much exciting new stuff coming on, right? 1999, hell, I don't even know what was out at the time, but I was listening. Slayer did the same thing too with Diabolicus and whatever it was, Diabolus and Musica. And it's not a very good record, but everyone was trying to figure out what the hell to do. You had Pantera in the 90s, kabam. You had Metallica, kabam. But it was a weird time, right? So what say you get in those comments and tell me everything you know about the Necroshine record, about 80 Cycles, about Overkill. What do you think of this song? What do you think of this album? Good, great, fantastic. Shane, I am a massive fan, just as you are, of Overkill. They are thrash metal legends. They should be in the Big Four, or at least the Big Six, or the Big Five, or the Big 10. They should be in the Big something because they're badass. All-time favorite records, all-time favorite songs from Overkill. Have you ever seen them live? I have never had the opportunity to see them live. Something has happened, something tragic, or something has always happened where I've never gotten a chance to see Overkill live. I would absolutely love to see Overkill live. It's a bucket list band for me. All-time favorite songs, all-time favorite album. Tell me about your live experiences. Now, I have watched several concerts on YouTube throughout the years of Overkill, so I know what I would be in for, kind of. Or you could say, not good, not great. Shane, I do not like thrash metal. I do not like Overkill. In fact, I would go as far as to say, out of all the Big Fours and Big Tens and Big 12s or whatever, I would put them at the very bottom of that. They're not my cup of tea. I'm not a fan of Bobby's voice. They might have a song or two that I might clap the ass cheeks to, but nothing that I would really consider to be anything that I would go and listen to. Not my cup of tea. Don't want it. Don't gonna hear it no more. Never gonna listen to it again. All of that can be put in the comments below. Don't you know you find it fantastic, folks? If you have a request you'd like to see it on the channel, there's a few ways you can do that. Hit one of them links in the description below. We'll get it on for you in your honor with thumbsy upsies to you. Or you can put it in the comments. If you put it in the comments, I see it. I like it. We haven't done it on the channel. I'll hit it with a heart and tell you I'm going to do your request, okay? That's all I got. Adra, thumbs to you, my friend. Thumbs to you. Overkill.